In 1521, the assassin order used the confusion surrounding Xingde's death to infiltrate the emperor's compound and free some of the concubines, June among them. She immediately became an assassin, but never forgot the woman she had been forced to leave behind. Years later, she returned to the imperial palace to free the remaining concubines, only to find out they had been killed by Xingde's successor, Jianjing. Jianjing's response to the second attack on the imperial palace was swift and brutal and caught the assassins unprepared. The Brotherhood in eastern China was decimated. Xiao Jun and her mentor survived, but were forced to flee Asia entirely. They traveled to Italy to seek the advice of Ezio Auditore, but only Xiao Jun would finish the journey, arriving in Florence in 1524, shortly before Ezio's death. Huh. Interesting. Now then, can I actually use this thing? This is all the Davenport homestead. Back to Boston. How do I fast travel? There you go. I can't fast travel to the mission, but I can go to the Harbor Master. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wonder when I'll get my pistol again. Although the bow might be better. I just realized I am poor as hell. Seriously, I am really, really poor. 23 pounds. Where is it? Oh, I do have a pistol, just with no ammo. A bow with no arrows, which is pretty funny because I haven't used. I should still have 8 arrows. No rope darts, nothing. I have no equipment whatsoever besides my horse whistle. So they must have taken it all from me. What are my weapons? Tomahawk, hidden blade, and unarmed.
Won't suffice, Sam. We need to act, and I'm talking about more than a sternly worded letter.
I sympathize with your frustration.
Ah, the almanac's getting away. Whatever.
I can understand my reluctance to kick the hornet's nest.
On Johnson's trail. It's Paul Revere! And I immediately slap my freaking sound box off.
Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
Would you excuse us, fellows?
Paul Revere!
Thank you. That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now,
Stay below notoriety
what can I do for
too.
you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
Of course.
Ah, I missed it. Oh well, too bad.
I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along?
Okay.
It's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry. I practice what I preach, my friend.
Surrey,
She's not
who's
a
this?
slave, but
Surrey was a servant in the house of Samuel Adams from 1765 onward. She was given Adams' second wife as a wedding present because nothing says you care like, here, have a human being. Adams was morally opposed to slavery and insisted that she be free before she came to live with them. She was, and worked for 50 years, which would be much less fun than working for the Adams family. As you know, Adams would own slaves himself. It wasn't something he fought particularly hard for during his political career. He did support anti-slavery measures in Massachusetts, but never forced the issue if it was going to cause friction between the states. Getting along with other politicians was just so much more important. I'm obviously talking about Samuel Adams here, not Gomez.
freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though your condition is equal to that
It isn't.
of slaves.
Hypocrite!
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops. Or to my friend whose store was closed because...
So at least they have their reasons why they're doing it.
The people here are no freer than Surrey. You offer excuses and...
And then the dialogue cuts out. What the fuck, man? They have dialogue, they have walking dialogue, but then it cuts out by the time you get to the next cutscene. Idiots.
No matter what you thieves called taxmen say. The gums in Parliament who want to take my property, you tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves.
It's not open for discussion now. Open this door or these men will...
Yeah, get the piss.
Ah, bollocks, we're coming in!
I trust the mounting evidence is proof enough, Connor.
Continue on. I shall meet you at our destination.
Defend the citizen.
Is that all you have?
Done. Beat his face in. Stéphane Chaput. You're gonna get plenty of it. Damn! A jump kick. Instantly knocked him out.
Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more.
No.
All right.
Dude, look at the side of his head.
Fine. It's not my
It's
first
fine. I only lost half my brain.
For all their teeth and claws.
Typical fight for
Little
me.
foxes. They fight like puppies. Thank you, my friend. I'd buy you an ale, but I'm expecting somewhere else.
I said I'd buy you a nail. Subtitles were wrong. Join Samuel at the meeting. So many almanac pages, man. This guy Ben Franklin needs to buy a paperclip or something. Something to bind that book really well. And of course, they blocked off everything. I don't know who saw me. Oh, it's that guy over there. Dispose of the tax collectors. I can't even see where I am. There's too many of them. Oh, there's so many of them, dude. I can't see a thing. I don't even know where I am. Seriously, I'm stuck. I got stuck in a corner and I couldn't counter anything. Wow, that was great. You know what? Screw that. I'm not helping that guy. He can just get taxed the shit. I don't care. I got stuck in a corner and completely destroyed. Forget it. Not even worth it. So I have to run all the way back.
Hey, what is the meaning?
What is the meaning? Alright, this time at least I know I don't have to go on the roofs. It's actually beyond this restricted area for once. Too bad. I would do it were it not for the fact as soon as I try, there's going to be 10 people standing right next to me, ready to poke me.
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest ship.
Ah, the Tea Party. I can already see this coming.
The city are upon that stage.
A Bostonian without his tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships.
They're gonna throw the tea in the harbor. Spoiler alert, 300 years in the future.
But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it.
Where is he now?
I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers. I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may.
Right, we know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be great.
Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need us, return here.
Alright, we'll destroy some of that. Destroy some of that delicious Bostonian tea. What is it? It's a cutscene. Boink.
Pardon me.
Come on, mate.
It's the tea! Limit firearm use, 0 of 6. I'm not going to use firearms, period. The Tea Act. We already know what this is. Date passed, 1773. The Tea Act passed in 1773 is an attempt by the British government to prop up the British East India Company by allowing it to ship tea to the colonies directly from India without having it to go through Britain first. This made tea much less expensive, even cheaper than the tea the colonists were smuggling from the Dutch to avoid paying British taxes. The problem was, even with the cheaper prices, the British government was still collecting tax on the tea, meaning buying the tea would run counter to the colonial no taxation without representation stance. The move was seen as, and probably was, Parliament's sneaky attempt to get the colonies to unconsciously agree to one tax in the hope of implementing others. The colonists didn't fall for it, and attempts to force the unloading of East India tea in Boston caused the Boston Tea Party, perhaps the worst tea party of all time. It wasn't even catered. You people are savages. Yes, we are. Should I try this fight again? Look, because as soon as I start it, I'm going to get hit with 8 people. Motherfucker. I forget how to do the takedown from counter. I think it's X, although I'm not sure. Well, that guy wasn't ready. Ooh! Oh, I was on execution streak and they ruined it. Yeah, it's not square. What? Why isn't he fighting? What? Oh, he's nimble. That's what it is. That guy is special. He's fast. Done. I can't finish him off because of these guys. Come on, strike me. Got him. Done. I stopped the taxation without representation. Where's that go? Well, now guards will notice me on sight.